we're gonna start that off with a guy that the Wolf of Roto Street is very passionate about. I mean, we have maybe more than any person this year on the pod. His opinion of him has just gone up and up and up and up, and will shout on the mountaintops, this guy is the man. And that, of course, is Mike Evans. The Wolf loves him. He would actually consider him, I want to say, at maybe 4 overall right now, over Julio, over Odell Beckham, over McCoy, all those guys. I guess you're not over Brown yet, right? You're still liking Brown over Evans?
No, AP's still my number one, but that was kind of the line is I know you like Evans. I was reading your rankings. The exact line was I wouldn't think of taking Evans over any of the top 3 receivers. It might qualify as thought crime.
Right. It's like in Minority Report. And so I want to say that if the preseason were to go on for another couple weeks, I think that the Wolf would convince himself Evans was better than Antonio Brown. That's the momentum that this thing is building up right now. So, Denny, tell us what you think about Mike Evans.
All right. I don't have the strange visceral hatred of Mike Evans that I see on fantasy Twitter. It's as if he fell into a wide receiver 1 role for half a season and capitalized, but now he's back to just being a regular guy. He's not a regular guy, and he's going to see a ton of targets again. My concern is that it was pretty clear that when Tampa Bay doesn't suck, it's not great for his upside. Okay, he clearly has a floor in those cases, because of his role on the team in that offense. But he is a creature of volume. He reminds me a little of DeAndre Hopkins during his hot streak in 2015, where Hopkins blew the roof off because the Texans were the worst team in football for 6 weeks, and he was seeing 15 targets a game. I mean, seriously, 15 targets a game. So I have Mike Evans in a couple leagues because I got him at the end of the first round. I don't hate him, but there's no way I'm taking him over like Julio, for instance.
Wolf, rebuttal.
All right. So I would say just a couple things with that. Obviously it makes sense game flow, and if they're, winning games, they're not going to be chucking the rock as much. I think the reason they're projected to win some more games with Vegas and different things, though, is because they're going to build some early leads and their offense is so explosive. And the volume issue, just so far in the preseason, even you see it, 7 targets in like 2 drives the first game. He has 6 catches in the second game and a half. So, I mean, he's up to 100 yards in about a half of football. It seems like he's getting plenty of volume still. Deshaun Jackson, I know, is there, but I think that only helps him. The quality of that volume increases a little bit. Mm-hmm. And the defense is still pretty bad. They can give up leads. They can get down early. I don't see that defense being anything too special this year. So I think they're going to be chucking the rock, and this is just one of those years where Evans goes from, he's clearly below OBJ and Julio to being like, oh, this guy needs to be considered with or even above them. I just love him. I think he takes that leap. I just love the talent. Such a red zone monster, too, and they're going to be in the red zone even more often this year. So I think this is the one that he just takes that next step, whereas a lot of people are calling for the regression. I think he's only going forward. So we'll see there. I'm very intrigued.
My dynasty teams hope you're right, and I am a believer long term.
Absolutely.
Right. You both like him. The Wolf just likes him more.